subscribers on my YouTube channel, I promised a couple special announcements for you guys, and, well, one of them was going to be, cue the CM Punk static, a face reveal. So, I have not shown my face on any of the videos here on YouTube. I did on my Instagram if y'all watched any of those, and also follow Leo's Instagram that I've had on this channel before. But I've never actually shown my face on here before, so hi guys. I figured I'd be here today to just chat some wrestling with you guys and also share some of those special announcements that I was talking about earlier. So, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but when I started this YouTube channel, I actually did content on WWE 2K25 and wrestling games, but now I'm actually going to be transitioning over to Twitch, if you've ever heard of that platform before, where I will basically be expanding my content over to there now. I will now be doing gaming content over on Twitch, so follow me over there if you can. And I also am going to try to link the social media links for me and also my best friend Leo whenever he joins in a minute. My Twitch, if you want to go follow me over there, is at Top Gunner Gaming. So it's like a combination of my Instagram and my YouTube names, if you know what I'm talking about. And then my Instagram is at Top Gunner Kersey. So basically top plus my YouTube username, if you get what I mean. And then Leo's Instagram, I'll just go ahead and say that real quick as well, is at _ the Chaos King, so that you can go follow him over there, and you can go follow me, and you can watch all of our wrestling content over on some other social media platforms besides YouTube. I just wanted to go and throw those out there. And I'm also going to shout out some of my subscribers later on, but I will do that right before I end the stream. I'm not going to do that yet because none of you guys are in here quite yet. Let me see if I can chat really quick. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Shoot, go after that. Oh, hold on, guys. Okay. I accidentally did a green screen. My bad. I'm trying to... Are you in here? Oh, Jose Garcia. What's up? Is that, is that Harold, actually? Good to see you. Yeah, like up the stream. Appreciate it. So, one of the things I was going to announce on YouTube was a face reveal, but I already got that out of the way, as you can see, because I started it in the first 2 minutes of the thing here. And I also am going to be... I was first doing WWE2K25 content on... I was originally doing that when I first started this YouTube channel, but I'm actually going to be transferring that over to Twitch from now on. If you have Twitch, I recommend going to follow me over there at Top Gunner Gaming. I don't know if I can type it in the chat. I'll see if it'll let me. But basically, if you know how to spell top, and then my first name and my YouTube username, and then gaming, if you go follow me over there on Twitch. Hey guys. Hey Christian. Hey Steak, the YouTube channel fan. Nice to see you. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel already, I recommend doing that, because we're going to be talking a lot about wrestling. If you enjoy WWE content over here, that's exactly what I do. So, it would be nice if you could follow me, like the stream if you enjoy it. We got 12 people in here. This is good. This is nice. Also, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I got my CM Punk shirt on here. See that? And I also got CM Punk hat as well. So, yeah, pretty nice. Typing in a bunch of emotes, I see. That's cool. Hi, Axel. I haven't figured out how to type in the chat with you guys, so I'm just going to respond to you with my words, because that's the only way I can seem to do it for some reason. Oh, well. Also, one of my 53 subscribers, want to go ahead and shout him out real quick, even though I plan on doing this later with more people, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. If y'all haven't seen the post on my YouTube channel, sadly, I hate to say this, I'm trying not to get emotional here, but my dad just passed away a couple months ago, and I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm wearing this necklace that I got with him that has his cremation, like his ashes in it, and it says "I love you, Dad" on it. So I thought that'd be really cool to share with you guys while I was on here. What's up, LWW? Yeah, but I just really wanted to go and throw that out there. He's still supporting me over here, and I got his little box over here of stuff, so it's really nice to have that. Even though he's not here, I know he's watching this, so it is good. It's nice to see that you joined the stream, LWW. I watched your Brock Lesnar video. I think I commented on it. I don't know if you saw, but yeah. You make some good videos, man. I like watching them. Here, fix my hat here. There we go. So, I think I pretty much got everything off my bucket list here. I got like a clipboard thing I was writing stuff down on here. I think I pretty much have it all down. Again, in case y'all missed it, my special announcements were just to basically share all of my social media platforms. I'm going to be doing more content over on Twitch now. And I also was going to share me and Leo's Instagram accounts in case y'all missed our interviews on my YouTube channel. I wanted to go throw that out there as well. And then, yeah, I just wanted to chat with you guys, talk about wrestling, honestly, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I mean, it's really up to you. I'm here to communicate with you guys. I'm reading the chat and I'm communicating with you guys. So whatever y'all want to say, just throw ideas at me. I will be here for probably a little while longer, probably another like 30 minutes to an hour or something like that. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I plan to be here for a little while. If y'all want to ask me any questions, maybe like, what's my favorite wrestler, or what's my, I don't know, like, what's your favorite storyline going on through you right now, something like that, you know? So, I don't know, just throw different things at me out there, I'll answer you. Let's see, we got 5 likes on the stream. That's good. That's actually really good. I'm proud of that. First YouTube live stream and I already got 5 likes. That's good. Thank you all so much. Ooh, what's my favorite WWE action figure I have? Ooh, that's a good question. I figured I'd get that coming from you. I don't know if I have a favorite action figure because I have so many, but I will say that my first ever WWE action figure was actually a Bray Wyatt when he was with the Wyatt family. I'll have to show it to you whenever I go back to my dad's house because I have it over there. I don't have it with me at the moment, but it's actually really cool. My first ever action figures I got for, I believe, Christmas of 2015, if I remember correctly, was Bray Wyatt, John Cena, and The New Day, Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. And I don't know if they're necessarily my favorite action figures, but they are my first ones. So those are the ones I think of pretty much almost instantly. I also have some really cool action figures, despite most of them being outdated. A lot of them are from like 2016, 2017. That's when I collected a lot of them. But I do have some more recent stuff too that I showed in that one video on my channel. So I think you already checked it out. I was going to say if you hadn't checked it out, but I think you already saw it. So yeah, I showed some stuff in there, and that was basically my more recent stuff that I've gotten. Your first action figures were Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. Yeah, I actually don't remember if I have Bobby Lashley, because I know he came back in like 2019, 2020, which I don't know. I might need to get a dirty Bobby Lashley action figure if they still make them. I might need to get one. And I know I have Brock Lesnar. I definitely have Brock Lesnar from like 2015, 2016. I definitely have him for sure. I know I have a bunch of other people too. Like I got Seth Rollins, I got Roman Reigns, I got Dean Ambrose, I got the Shield. Not in their Shield outfits, but separately, you know what I mean? I have them. I have a bunch of legends I could probably name off right now. Anyone you could think of, like Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart. I don't think I have Goldberg, but like I got, you know, some of those older people too. I got old and current alike, so it's pretty good. I think you might be the only one in the stream at the moment, but I'm trying to wait to see if other people will join. I heard my friend Leo might be joining, the one that was in the interviews, you know? So I'm waiting on him to come in here and see if he wants to chat with me a little bit. I was talking to him and someone else on Instagram to see if they'd join my live stream, and so I'm just waiting on them now. But, yep. And I also am going to shout out my public subscribers later on in the stream, but I also want to shout out to you, LWW Figures, because you have been supporting me for quite a while now, since like I pretty much started talking about like current wrestling videos, and so I do want to give you a shout out and thank you a lot for that, because without your support I don't know if I'd be here, so I do appreciate it. Yes, I saw that. I actually found out through Instagram. Well, there was a couple ways I found out. Number one, I watched SmackDown last night after, like, I made the review earlier today. And they actually kind of spoiled that Jey Uso was the mystery guy because they showed the graphic and it didn't have the question mark anymore. It literally showed Jey Uso on the thing. But then I also, like, wait, I looked on Instagram afterwards and I confirmed it for sure. I'm like, oh, Jey Uso is in it. So, yeah. I think we're going to get Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes in the second round of the King of the Ring tournament. It's probably going to be Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is probably going to win. And then for the other one, Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn, I believe. I think Randy Orton's going to win that. And we're going to get a finals between two former Legacy members, and Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. That's honestly a WrestleMania dream match right there, but I think we might get it at Night of Champions. So that's going to be really interesting. And then Queen of the Ring, I was really surprised to see Charlotte Flair didn't win the qualifying match. It ended up being Alexa Bliss instead. Yeah, same here. I kind of wish it was Ilya. Or I had a theory originally, had Oba lost the NXT Championship, Oba Femi, I actually wish he was in it because there was a lot of, big men in that match, like Rusev and Sheamus, and I forget someone else. But, like, they were in there, so I was like, Oba Femi would have been a perfect fit for that match. But it just wasn't meant to be, sadly. Ilya Dragunov I would have also loved, because imagine we get Ilya versus Gunther at SummerSlam. Like, that could have cooked. But sadly, we're not going to get that. I do agree, I wish it was Ilya. I don't necessarily hate the idea of it being Jey Uso, though, because Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes in the second round of the tournament that they're probably going to set up isn't necessarily a bad match. They got a lot of history, obviously. Tag team champions, they just tagged up in Money in the Bank, so, like, it's still an interesting storyline they could pull there. And then the Randy Orton-Sami Zayn one, I think that's just obvious Randy Orton's winning. I don't see Sami Zayn turning heel just yet. If he does, maybe down the road. But I don't see him turning just yet because... also, Karrion Kross, speaking of him, too, was another guy I wish was in the tournament. But, yeah, sadly, that was not meant to be. King Karrion Kross would have been interesting, but I guess we will never know. I don't know if there's anything else I can really think of, like... There was a bunch of John Cena and R-Truth segments last night that was really interesting, and then we got a non-title match confirmed for next week on SmackDown, which I forgot to talk about in the review earlier. So John Cena vs. R-Truth, the Saturday's Main Event rematch, that'll be interesting too. It's also a non-title match like before, so I wonder, can R-Truth pin Cena and set up a title match possibly? I wouldn't be mad at that. Or should I say Ron Killings? I know they're still calling him R-Truth, but I think he wants to be called Ron Killings because supposedly he's driving now, so... what else is there? I'm excited for John Cena versus CM Punk at Night of Champions also. If we potentially get John Cena versus CM Punk, which had already been confirmed, maybe Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton like I talked about. Queen of the Ring, I'm really not sure now. I was originally going to predict Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill for the Queen of the Ring finals, but now that Charlotte Flair lost, that's not going to happen. I still think Jade Cargill could make it to the finals and possibly win, but who knows, honestly. I'm kind of surprised Rhea Ripley didn't advance in the Queen of the Ring tournament either. Like, Roxanne Perez won their match. So, the Queen of the Ring is looking very unpredictable right now. You got Roxanne Perez, you got Alexa Bliss, and you got, who else qualified? Oh, Jade Cargill, who I was talking about, yeah. You got them three that qualified. And then I'm assuming on Raw it'll either be Asuka or Stephanie Vaquer. Out of those 4 or 5 people, I really don't know who can win this thing. Jade Cargill will be going after Tiffany Stratton, which I could see Jade winning and then Naomi cashing in on her. That could be interesting. If Asuka or Stephanie Vaquer win, I guess they'll be going after Io Sky. Asuka versus Io Sky would be good. I know they've fought before, but maybe run that back. Or even Stephanie Vaquer versus Io Sky, if you think about it, because we never got that match. We never got the full thing because it ended in DQ, but, like, we could do that. For Alexa Bliss versus Tiffany Stratton's a really good dream match I wouldn't mind seeing. Queen Alexa Bliss wouldn't be bad. And then, was there somebody else I didn't talk about? Roxanne Perez, same thing. Roxanne Perez versus Io Sky. That's probably the least likeliest option out of all of them. Even though the Prodigy does kind of act like she's the queen sometimes, it would fit with her, like, character. I don't see Roxanne Perez being in the main event title picture going into SummerSlam. What do you think? I feel like Jade might win and get a championship match against Tiffy and Naomi cash. Yeah, so that is a very likely option I can see happening as well. I agree with you. Somebody else joined and left. Weird. But yeah, I agree. Jade might win. And then I think you meant Naomi cashes in. Yeah, I think that is a very likely possibility for sure. I don't really know who's going to beat Jade Cargill in the final. Like, if we get Jade Cargill versus Roxanne Perez, which had been confirmed, right? Like, I don't see Roxanne Perez defeating Jade Cargill, right? So then Jade Cargill goes on to fight in the finals against someone else from the other side of the bracket, and I still don't know who could defeat Jade Cargill. I don't think Stephanie Valcaire. Yeah, you're good. I still don't think Stephanie Valcaire can beat Jade Cargill. I mean, maybe, but I don't see it. I don't think they're going to give it to someone like brand new, like Roxanne or Valcaire. I don't see it. Um, and Alexa Bliss maybe is the only other name that's experienced enough. I feel like it would either be Alexa Bliss or Jade Cargill. It's probably one of them two. If it's not Jade Cargill, like you said, I think it'll probably be Alexa Bliss, maybe. But I'm just kind of throwing ideas out there, throwing names out there. We got someone else in the chat. I'm not sure who it is. Say hi if you're in here, by the way. I want to try to communicate with all you guys. I'm pretty much just sitting in here to chat at this point. Nothing crazy. Show my face for the first time on the YouTube channel, which I haven't done yet. So, share like my Twitch account with you guys so that y'all can see my 2K25 videos that I'm going to be doing in the future. Because I find it harder to stream on YouTube with just having the phone. Like, I record everything with my phone, so I'm having a hard time trying to record with my phone while also holding the controller. I have a stand, but it's a little difficult to try to use, so yeah, it's kind of complicated. But I'm going to try to do it on Twitch so it's a lot easier. Like, I connected my Twitch account to my Xbox, and I already did a couple streams on the My Rise mode, like the career mode in WWE 2K25. So I plan to keep doing those videos. I also did a video, if it's still up, where I simulated all the matches for Money in the Bank earlier this year. I did a simulation of that last week, so if y'all can see that, that'd be cool. Hello, DCWA. What's up? Are you subscribed to the channel? I definitely recommend it. I plan to do a lot more content here lately. I'm here from the GOAT. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, he is the GOAT for sure. He's helped me a lot. I got to give him credit. Like, he was one of my biggest supporters. So yeah, shout out to you. But what I was gonna say was, like, I plan to do WWE 2K25 content from now on Twitch instead. I don't know if I'm gonna update my YouTube profile or not. I may, maybe with the profile picture, or maybe thanks, thank you for the sub. Thanks, appreciate it. Put your live on mic. Oh, nice, thanks. So I plan to do gaming on Twitch from now on that account, and then I plan to do more like IRL topics plus some quiz videos on WrestlePlay here on the YouTube channel. That's my goal moving forward. Just to try to spread things out a little bit. I don't really want to do much gaming content on YouTube. The only time I'll do that is if I want to talk about like a patch update in the game that just came out. Or when I'm talking about like the new game, like maybe 2K26, when I eventually talk about that. That's the only time I'll probably upload gaming content here on YouTube. Yeah, I appreciate it, LWW, and also thank you for the sub, DCW. I think I said that already, but yeah, I appreciate it. So that's my plan moving forward. I don't really plan to do much gaming things when it comes to YouTube, more so just Twitch. So yeah. And then if you have any ideas for what you guys want to see on YouTube, or if you just like what I'm doing already and you're cool with that, I'm cool with that. Either way, less work for me, you know. I will listen to all of you guys. I think that the cover for 2K26 might be Dom or Jay. I could see it being Jay, just because of how over he is right now. Jay would make a really good cover star. Like, imagine Yeet on the cover with like blue with like a blue background. I think that would be interesting. Also, I wouldn't mind this guy right here, CM Punk. I think he might be the cover. Maybe just an early prediction, but I think CM Punk could also be the cover star as well. Dom, maybe if it's Dom and Liv, I could see it, like the Dirty Edition. That'd be funny instead of the Deluxe Edition. That's probably what they'll do, actually. They'll probably steal my idea now that I think about it. But yeah, like maybe a Dirty Edition for the Deluxe Edition. That'd be funny. And then like maybe you have Jay on the base cover, and then the most expensive edition of the game, I'm not really sure, because they already did Bloodline. Oh, that's fine. You're playing Universe Mode right now. I'm actually going to play Universe Mode also on Twitch, but I plan to do that after I finish My Rise, because a lot of the My Rise characters that are unlockable, like some of the indie stars, I would like to put in my NXT on Universe Mode. So, like in my NXT roster. So I'm going to try to unlock all the people in My Rise first and go through it a couple times before I eventually start my Universe Mode. Also, it's a little outdated now because I still have Jay as the World Heavyweight Champion, and I still have Stephanie Valcaire as the NXT Women's Champion. So it's all a little outdated at the moment, but I'm just going to keep it that way. I don't really feel like changing it. So it is what it is. or Cena one more time for his like 5th game cover. Yeah, because he's been on 2K15. He's been on a bunch of SmackDown vs. Raw games. He's been on 2K23. So like yeah, he's been on a few. I remember when the SmackDown vs. Raw covers had like several different people on, like it's 3 or 4 different people on the cover, and Cena's normally one of them. So yeah, I'm fighting Ethan Page. Oh. Is it Does he got a lot of ego like he does IRL? Yeah, I actually haven't really used Ethan Page a whole lot. I need to. I kind of want to try out his moveset game and see how it looks. There's a couple people that are new this year that I want to try out still. I haven't done it yet. Yep. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, there's a lot of people I want to try out in the game that I haven't really messed around with yet. I might do that later. Ethan Page should be on the main roster. I kind of agree. I'm surprised Ethan Page didn't join Seth Rollins' faction initially, whenever, like, before Bronson Reed joined, and we were talking about that. I actually thought the third man was gonna be Ethan Page, or maybe even Trick Williams I talked about originally. I didn't expect Bronson Reed to join Seth Rollins, because before Bronson Reed got injured, Seth Rollins was one of his, like, one of his top enemies on his list, so I didn't expect them to work together ever, but I was wrong. So, Bro Washington on the main. Yeah, well, he's not going to be on the main roster now until he loses the TNA championship. So, because now that he's got the TNA title, he is not going to be on the main roster anytime soon. You know what I'd love for them to do with Trick Williams? I actually think him and Carmelo Hayes could reunite on SmackDown. Maybe they kick the Miz out, and maybe we get a Mello and Trick reunion now that Trick's a heel. I actually wouldn't mind that. Trick and Mello as tag champions would be interesting in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of what I want to see for Trick. If he loses the TNA title, I want him to go to SmackDown, and I want him to team with Mello. That's what I want him to do. Maybe even have a feud in a match or two, because they had a really good match at NXT Stand Deliver one time before Carmelo Hayes went to the main roster. So they got a lot of chemistry, like I said, because they worked together for such a long time. But I would love to see just them two in some capacity working with each other on the main roster, whether it's against each other or with each other, something like that. And yeah, they do need to push Carmelo. I don't see him getting a singles championship until at least WrestleMania 42. And I know that sounds like a long way away, but I really don't think... I think WWE sees him as a guy that can put other people over. He's not really a guy that's destined to be a champion right now. He's more so just putting other guys over. Like, he's putting LA Knight over. He's putting Randy Orton over recently. Like, I think he's more so... he's kind of like the Dolph Ziggler of the current generation. Like, he makes other people look good. He doesn't have to win a whole lot of matches necessarily, because he makes other people win matches and look good in the long term, if you know what I mean. I do agree. I think they could do more with him, but that's just how WWE sees him right now, sadly. So I don't think we're going to get anything from him. Yeah, that would be nice. That's what I'm thinking, man. Mello and Trick together, that's what I see moving forward, honestly. I don't know if anybody's in here listening to me at the moment, but yeah, like, that's what I would want to see. Mello and Trick together. Yeah, I think Mello as United States champion, which they teased previously, I think that would be the best play moving forward for Carmelo Hayes. I'm gonna see if anybody else joins, and then one more person join. Is it a WWE viewer? Whoever? Whenever I end the stream, by the way, guys, I'm going to shout out my public subscribers that I can have. I wrote all their names down here so I could shout all you out. Yeah, also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, sorry, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel, because I talk a lot about WWE over here. I talk about anything wrestling related. I do some quiz videos. I do some IRL and gaming topics and all that cool stuff. So I definitely recommend checking all of my channels out. It would mean a lot if you could subscribe to me. We're on the road to 100 subscribers now. I was on the road to 50 subscribers. Now I'm going to try to double that, get triple digits, and get 100 subscribers. That is my new goal. So yeah, I'm here to just chat, and like I said, shout out all my public subscribers, and also the people in the stream. Like I already shouted out, I gave a shout out to OWW Figures, DCWA Wrestling. If I go back to some of the less recent comments up here, like we had Axel, Ezerha, is that someone I know? I don't remember. Stake the YouTube channel fan, Christian Medina, and Jose Garcia. So we got some people in here. And the one person that's in here, I don't know who you are if you want to comment, but, yeah, we plan to do a lot. pretty much until August, like pretty much until SummerSlam. I plan to do a lot on my phone. Oh no, you're good. No, you're good. I was wondering why I had 0 people in live stream, but you're fine. Anyway, I plan to do a lot. I'm probably gonna be limited when school's back in because I still have my senior year of high school left to go. But I plan to, until I go back to school, pretty much be very consistent with content as much as I possibly can. I have a summer class I'm taking right now, like a college class that I'm doing, where my mom's helping me. But other than that, I'm pretty much free on YouTube to do quiz videos like almost every other day. Raw NXT and SmackDown reviews normally every week or so. I didn't do an NXT review this week because I need to catch up on Worlds Collide and the most recent episode of NXT. But I did see like some of the spoilers and what happened of it, so I at least kind of know what happened. But yeah, I plan to do. I plan to hopefully be consistent with content from here on out until at least like August. To like, if you don't hear from me at the end of August, then I think it's probably because I'm back in school around that time. I forget when exactly I go back, but yeah. For the next 2 months or so, because we're in June now, right? So pretty much for the next 2 months, y'all got me. So, this isn't necessarily as good of a summer as I hoped it would be. I have to film my dining room table match. Okay, that's fine. If you want to go, you can. But yeah, like, I have to basically be here, or, sorry, no, I don't have to be, but, like, I want to be here for the next 2 months. I just don't know, like, this summer hasn't gone out exactly as I planned it to be, but it at least isn't the worst thing in the world, right? Like, I've managed it. WWE is the one thing keeping me consistent every single week. I try to watch every single product. Money in the Bank that I just watched like a week ago. Okay, gotcha. Dining room table match. That's interesting. I'm curious to see how you do that. I'm interested. I watch like WSC Stage Creator a lot. Like I just watched his Deadly Games video this morning, and it was really good. Even though it's 34 minutes long, like with some promo packages in there, like I definitely recommend checking that out because it's really fun. WSC Stage Creator, he's really good. Me and Leo watch him a lot. But yeah, like, so I haven't been able to be super consistent this summer, but I'm going to try to hopefully change that. I'm trying to make at least one video like once every other day, if not every single day, if I can. Mainly the quiz videos that y'all see every day, like I'm on day 18 right now. Oh yeah, you did see it. Yes, yes. Austin Theory won the WSC Hardcore Championship. Yeah, that was fun. I don't really know if there's anything else. Yeah, the match was insane. Like, I remember watching that the whole time, just being in awe. Like, all these, oh my god, moments that happened during the match, and then Austin Theory finally getting it. But then Randy Orton assaulted Mick Foley backstage, so I was like, oh, that's not good. Austin Theory's all by himself now. And then he has to deal with a Viper, Apex Predator, Randy Orton. So, and also Randy Orton is known to be a legend killer. So, go figure that he kills Mick Foley, one more legend. Yeah. I think. Let's see here. I'm just gonna turn the camera around real quick. So, like, I made myself some notes. Like, have the hat, wear my necklace. Special announcement. We'll be doing gaming content on Twitch, so follow me over there if you can. Here's the social media links for me and Leo. Oh yeah, and I can go and share these with y'all. I think I said them earlier, but my Twitch, go follow me at Top Gunner Gaming. You should type that in, and you should see the exact same profile picture as my YouTube right now. I'm thinking about changing it, but again, we'll see that. We'll get to that when the time comes. My Instagram is Top Gunner Kersey, so basically top and then my YouTube name. And then Leo's Instagram, if you want to go follow him, because I had a couple interviews with him here on the channel. And if you like watching him, you can go watch more of his stuff at _ the Chaos King on Instagram. So I figured I'd go ahead and shout that out as well. And then I'm just here, like I said, to chat with y'all. Give y'all shout outs. This is my first live stream. Like, I'm here to do whatever y'all want. I might honestly end it here, because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if Leo was going to join me. Might chat with him here, but I haven't seen him yet. Flip it back to me. so we'll see what happens from there. I wish I could type something in chat. I'm just gonna type up a random poll in here because I'm bored. Okay, let's just do this just for the heck of it. If y'all don't mind voting in the poll, I don't... y'all don't have to, but I was just bored, so I just figured I'd put one up there. I can also start a Q&A too, but yeah. I mean, there's really nothing else for me to do here. I might end the stream pretty soon here. I'm looking through some of the different options here on YouTube. With me using my phone, it might be a little more complicated, but we're making it work. Because, like, I can share it. I was trying to see if I can make a comment, but it's not letting me. I can pin your message, and I can, remove it, which I'm not going to do that. Add as a moderator. I mean, I could do that. You've been really good to me. If it's LWW, you've been good. Put user and timeout. No, I'm not going to do that. I see all these new options. I'm like, ooh, but no, I'm not going to do that. Can do some highlights here. I got the green screen thing that showed up earlier. Yeah, see, there you go. Green screen. Little much, but yeah, there's that. Let's see, is it, oh, highlight, and what's the retouch? I don't know what that does. I didn't do anything. Okay. Well, to quote Cody Rhodes, before I potentially get out here shortly, what do you want to talk about? Figure I will hear whatever you have to say, and I'll just, you know, reply back to you and all that good stuff. I'm normally really good about replying back to comments on YouTube because, you know, with me having only so many subscribers and only so many comments, it's really easy to comment back to you guys, so I'm normally very consistent when it comes to comments. But yeah. And I'm going to shout out my public subscribers real quick too before we head out and everything, if there's nothing you guys want to mention. So we actually got one guy that I watched Rocket League content for, which I may do some Rocket League gaming stuff on Twitch, like I said. Mainly WWE, but maybe some other games down the line too. He's actually a Rocket League YouTuber. His name is Captain Hunt. Let me turn the screen actually so you can see it. It's like Cap_Hunt. We got RJ Painter. He's been a supporter for a while. My mom and my dad, who I know have subscribed to the channel. I hope I don't butcher this name, but Michelle Bacillari. Shout out to you. Julian Rafati, however you say that name. Shout out. Zane Gaming, who I know is a supporter of LWW Figs. He is subscribed to my channel also. And then I got Julio24. So I got 8 public subscribers here on the YouTube channel, and I'm hoping to gain more. If I have at least like 53 or 54 subscribers, something like that here on my YouTube channel, I'm hoping to have maybe about 15 of them be public subscribers, so maybe about twice as many as I got right now. Nothing crazy, just... Also, I know there's a way to change that in the settings, but I don't exactly remember how. I tried to find it one day, but it wasn't there. Maybe if y'all could find it, that would be good, because I can see whose names you are and all that, and I can recognize you. I'd like for you all to join the chat and me to learn your names. That's the whole point here. Because if y'all go by something different than what your YouTube name is, then I'll just call you that. But, I think that's all that I really have today. Shout out to my public subscribers. I'm here to chat about wrestling. If anybody else joins, just be like, you know, ask me a question. Go follow me on Instagram at Top Gunner Kersey. So top and then my YouTube name, Gunner Kersey. and then my Twitch at Top Gunner Gaming. So Top Gunner, but instead of Kersey in my last name, do gaming. So there you go. And that's going to do it. Let's see. Actually, hold on. Here's how my dining room table match works. So 6 contestants, which are Sheamus, Solo Sikoa, The Rock, Rick Rude, John Cena, and Bobby Lashley. Interesting. Go in an Extreme Rules, and the last one standing wins. And I'm guessing dining room table match, you're going to do the match on your dining room table, I'm assuming. Because, like, otherwise, why would you call it that type of match? I'm assuming that's what it's going to be like. It kind of reminds me of what WFC did a little bit with, like, his multiversal Infinite Championship matches. Where there's, like, a pool Royal Rumble thing. Yep, on my time. Yeah, I figured. So, like, where there's, like, a pool match, you know, and, like, a kitchen table match and stuff like that. Yeah, like, that's kind of what you're making me think about. The contestants are interesting. I like that. And then you got an Extreme Rules environment, so anything goes, and just the last one standing wins. I like that. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out whenever you post it. I'll see what you got. Yeah, I'm interested. I should have done this, like, earlier when I first started the stream. I didn't even think about it. Let's move it, like, there. Hold on. It's hard logo. Oh, I don't mind my head just covering it. It works. I just posted a start Q&A. Yep. And Last Man Standing gets to face a champion of their choice at LWW WrestleMania. Ooh, I like WrestleMania. So you're gonna finally have your first ever WrestleMania in LWW. Nice. Okay. I think it just posted now whenever I sent that. So I can, like, move it. Okay. There we go. That's better. Just move it up there. Or actually, like, over, maybe. No, okay, never mind. That works. Yeah, just move it over there. Top right corner above my head. What do you guys want to talk about? I think it's, like, the only way I can communicate right now, because I can't seem to figure out how to chat myself. Weird, but I will just respond to what you guys say in the chat, because I will keep up with it here. There's not many of you talking, so it just makes it easier for me. We got live chat on, live summary on, participate mode anyone, message delay none. I don't have any blocked words in here. I probably need to do that. Just block that in here. Yeah. There's only, like, one person that's been in here very consistently, and that is you, LWW Figures. Thank you. I know I had 2 people that were going to join earlier, like I said, but I haven't seen them pop up in the chat yet. I only know one's username, because I know Leo's, but I don't know the other person's, so I'm not sure if they joined or not. They might be watching it later. We've been going on for, like, 38.5 minutes now. I guess I'll leave it up to you, LWW, since you're the only one in here currently. Is there anything else you like to tell me about? Any, like, video ideas you have coming up, maybe? And otherwise, if you don't, then I'll probably just get off here, because I don't really have anything else to say. I just wanted to, yes, I am. It honestly should have happened at Money in the Bank, Punk vs. Cena, but we got the tag match instead, which was good. It was, I'll admit, it was better than I thought. But I would have much rather had it at Money in the Bank, because it would have been, like, what, 14 years in the making after 2011. That would have been poetic. But Night of Champions also works because they fought at that event before similarly, and you know, it's an ultimate heel move for John Cena to make CM Punk have to go to Saudi Arabia just to fight him for the championship. That is actually kind of funny in my opinion, because Punk has talked about in the past not going to Saudi, but he has no choice now. So it's already confirmed. The match is already confirmed. And I'm a big CM Punk supporter too, as you can see. What was the most boring match WrestleMania 41? The funny thing was, there's only 3 matches that I really remember from WrestleMania 41. I think the most boring one to the top of my head is probably for the Raw Tag Team Championships, the War Raiders versus the New Day. That one was a bathroom break for a lot of people and was kind of a snooze fest. The only interesting part of the whole time was where the New Day just ran up to the ramp like scaredy cats and held up the titles. That was the only thing I really can take away from that match. Um, I can tell you my three favorite matches right off the bat from WrestleMania 41 also if you want. The night one main event between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. I really liked that match. That was my match of the night. Paul Heyman turning on Roman and Punk to side with Seth. That was perfect. Um, and then we had the women's triple threat match that opened night one. Really good between Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky. And then we also had what I think was an underrated match in my opinion that not a whole lot of people talked about because the women's triple threat got talked about a little bit more, but I actually enjoyed this more personally. The Fatal 4 for the Intercontinental Championship between Dirty Dom, Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, and Penta. I actually enjoyed that more than I did the women's triple threat. I would have number one the night one main event, number two the Fatal 4 for the IC title, and then number three the women's triple threat. That's probably how I would rank my top three matches from the show. And I think the most boring match, like I said earlier, probably the New Day versus the War Raiders for the tag titles. That one was kind of boring. Yeah, I agree. I at least wholeheartedly agree. I agree with you in my opinion because that was the one that had me the most intrigued, especially the ending with Paul Heyman, like the Paul Heyman factor and everything. That was for sure like that stole the show for sure. Like I don't really remember anything else from night one besides that to tell you the honest truth. I don't know if the tag match was on that night or not. I can't remember if it was on night one or night two, but that was the one that was like kind of boring to me. And the night one main event just completely stole everything. The night two main event, oh gosh, that was a bad one too, actually. You know, it really wasn't boring until Travis Scott came out though, because I actually enjoyed the whole John Cena slow offense thing. I was like, well, I hated it, but like I liked that I hated it because of just his character work and how he was doing it. Like John Cena doing the five moves of doom, but doing it super slowly, and then also Cody Rhodes just selling different moves. And it was funny because John Cena, you could hear him like shouting out moves to Cody too, like hit me. Like he's very famous to do that in his career. Yep, yep. Paul Heyman getting physical before GTA 6. I mean that's crazy. Yeah. I think at this point you can make anything before GTA 6 a meme just about because it ain't never coming out. 2026, yeah, right. Oh goodness. Who knows if that's even going to be the official date? That's not even something I really get into, but yeah, that's a funny thing to mention because like GTA 6 has been delayed so many times now, and it's never going to come out. I'll be happy if it comes out while I'm still alive. Like that'd be crazy. Like I think the night one main event, Paul Heyman, Lobo, and Punk and Seth, like we talked about, was the most. It was weird at the time, but it was also the most interesting thing that happened throughout the night because it changed the course of what we see now with Seth Rollins getting his faction together and also him now being Mr. Money in the Bank. That really changed the course of WWE for 2025, in my opinion. Whenever Seth Rollins got Paul Heyman, he got Braun Breaker on the Raw WrestleMania, and now he has Bronson Reed, along with also having the Money in the Bank briefcase on his side. So he's definitely going to be a future WWE champion. Now the question is, do you think will he cash in on Gunther in the World Heavyweight Championship, or actually more interesting thing to think about is which championship? Because like maybe it's not Gunther, maybe it's like I don't know, maybe it's Goldberg to throw a name out there, or what if it's John Cena and his undisputed WWE Championship? Because I think he'll probably hold that for the rest of the year, most likely until like December when he officially retires. Cody took like 20 finishes against Roman, and it took Cody 1AA and a low blow for Cena to win. Yeah, and Cena's new finisher where he like hits you in the head with a championship belt and pins you, like, really? all the ref has to do is just get bombed, and the next thing you know, Cena's hitting people with the title and just winning, just like that. So Cody took like spikes, spears. Honestly, even I'm sure you're probably talking about WrestleMania 40, but WrestleMania 39 he did too, because like the solo spike in that match was what costed him plus the spear. But like WrestleMania 40, you had Endgame with John Cena and Undertaker and Rock coming out. You had Rock bottoms everywhere. Seth Rollins came out in the Shield outfit. Like Cody got hit with 20 finishers, like you said, but just one AA, one low blow. That was it. I think Cody will eventually change his mind about the offer, about the Rock's offer.
And I actually think Cody Rhodes might turn heel at the end of the year to defeat John Cena, take back the title, but be a heel this time, be a bad guy. I think that could be an interesting character change for Cody Rhodes. I mean, after all, he is called the American Nightmare, so it's kind of weird that he is like pro fans and a good guy when he's supposed to be like a nightmare, if you get what I mean. Also, a lot of people say that Cody Rhodes is better as a heel versus a babyface. So um, I don't know if you agree with that, but I know that's a big narrative online. It's like Cody Rhodes should turn heel for a lot of people. Um, if The Rock was at WrestleMania before the main movie, oh yes, agreed. Travis Scott coming out and The Rock didn't ruined it because whenever we heard Fiend play, and then we didn't hear like the transition to The Rock's music, I think that's what killed it. The audience just, you know how the audience went crazy. No, the audience went mild. Yeah. Um, the Rock just was never in the build. Like he showed up Elimination Chamber to screw over Cody to help Cena, and then we never heard from him again. Like okay, um, I guess we just have to pretend that you never existed. Not like John Cena sold his soul to you or anything. Okay, whatever. The Rock just said, "No, I'm a busy man. I gotta film jungle movies and get out of here." He's got to film Moana live action or whatever. So. Well, Travis whooped him for one thing. Well, that was at Chamber, not WrestleMania. My bad, actually. But like Travis Scott, for one thing, he whipped Cody Rhodes really hard and like busted him open. That was funny. What was he gonna do? Hit an RKO? I don't know. Great question. Well, what did we expect Travis Scott to do for one thing? Was he gonna hit an RKO? Was he gonna hit a crossroads? Was he gonna hit a low blow? Maybe a low blow. Maybe that's it. I don't know. That's really the only thing he could have done. Hit an AA and get John Cena in the ring to pin him. Like, yeah, that was stupid. That was like why would they do that? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else that the opening match. I'm trying to think what Jay and Gunther. See, the thing about that, I know that has some controversial opinions to that match specifically. I liked the fact that Jey Uso won, and even Jimmy Uso coming out to celebrate with him was even better. The night one opening match I'm talking about with Jay and Gunther. Um, like Jay winning in that moment was the right decision, but I don't agree with the way they did it because Gunther tapping out to Jay's sleeper hold like after a second of being in it was super unrealistic for him, and it made him look kind of weak going out of it. I'm I can see why WWE put the towel back on him in a way to um, make him look dominant again, I suppose. But like, it wasn't Jay's time to lose yet, also. And if they really are, if the rumors are true that I'm hearing, and they're setting up Gunther versus Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship, they really didn't need that to be a title match. I'm assuming they did it because they want Goldberg to hold the title one last time, but that's really not a great idea. Um, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how a lot of people probably feel about that. Probably not good. We've seen Goldberg bury too many people already. Like, he fought The Fiend Bray Wyatt. That wasn't good. He fought The Undertaker one time. That wasn't very good. Like, I think it's time for Goldberg to just retire. Let's just face it. Call Goldberg Oldberg at this point because he's not going to do anything else during his time here. I'm guessing he's going to face Gunther and then walk out into the sunset. I don't see him doing anything else besides that. Maybe a good fancy match to book for Goldberg would be like Braun Breaker, but I don't see that happening since Braun Breaker's with Seth Rollins and he's got his own thing going on. I don't see that happening. Actually, you know what I would love? Since Seth Rollins has the briefcase right now and he's probably going to cash in on the World Championship soon, I actually could see Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed possibly becoming tag champs. I don't know how they would lose it because that'd be an unstoppable tag team. But what if Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were the new World Tag Team Champions? I wonder if they beat the New Day, could they actually potentially revive the Raw Tag Team division? Because it sucks right now. It has for a while. Ever since the Judgment Day held the titles, it's not been very good. The War Raiders were probably the best champions, and it hasn't been very good since. So, like, we had the Judgment Day, we had the War Raiders, and then just most recently the New Day. So, it hasn't been great, especially since WrestleMania. They haven't been good. They only defended it a couple times. They had a triple threat tag team match, which was okay, but it wasn't nothing like the SmackDown tag team division was doing. With that triple threat TLC tag match that we had after WrestleMania, like that was really good. And then also most recently, like adding the YS6 into the tag team division. I think that really spiced things up a lot too, because not only do you now have DIY, Motor City, Fraxium, and Street Profits, but now you also got the YS6 trying to take over the tag team division also. So it makes me wonder, like, are they going to possibly win the tag titles on SmackDown? Maybe we get the YS6 and the Seth Rollins faction, whatever you want to call it, like the Vision or the Future or something like that. I don't know. Um, I've heard that Seth Rollins faction might be getting a name soon, but I wonder what they're going to name it. I think the best name would either be like the Vision with Y6 win SmackDown Tag Championship. Yeah, I don't blame you. Because I'm a huge fan of the YS6, mainly because of the connection with Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy, like, mainly because of that. But, yeah, Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis, like, I feel like they deserve a spot, especially Joe Gacy, because he hasn't really gotten much of a chance to shine on the main roster, and I think Joe Gacy is actually very talented. He kind of reminds me of Bray Wyatt a little bit. Like, especially his persona in NXT, I don't really know if you paid attention to it, but he was basically the Bray Wyatt down in NXT for a little while before they called him up and had him be with this group. And I'm not really a huge fan of Dexter Lumis as much just because we've already seen him a little bit. Like, he had a thing going with The Miz a couple years ago, and I wasn't particularly intrigued in that one. But I do like Uncle Howdy. I like Bo Dallas, and I like Joe Gacy a lot. I think they could be really good. And also Nikki Cross factor is interesting because, Alexa Bliss teased earlier that she might be joining the YS6. Like, she had it all over her merch and stuff. What if Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross possibly team up again in the future, and with the Wyatts possibly, and maybe even win back the women's tag team championships? Because that division's kind of dead right now. I feel like Alexa Bliss could be really useful there. If she doesn't end up winning Queen of the Ring, I think she should go to the dark side again for a little bit, just for the sake of it, and team up with Nikki Cross. I think that'd be really cool. I'm surprised Nikki Cross hasn't had any interaction with Alexa Bliss since she returned yet. I thought we were going to get something at like Elimination Chamber, but we didn't. So that kind of surprised me whenever we didn't get like a Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss interaction since like Alexa Bliss showed up at the Royal Rumble and then the YX6 formed like last year around this time. Like we haven't seen any interaction between them two, which surprised me. I figured we would have already gotten that by now because they are called the YS6 and they only have 5 members. So is the 6th member just like supposed to be the spirit of Bray Wyatt, or are they going to potentially think about adding someone to the group like an Alexa Bliss? Also, had he not gotten released, I think Braun Strowman would have been a perfect fit in this group as well because of the connection with Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan. Um, but sadly, we can't really talk about that now since he's released from the WWE. We can't. That's probably not going to happen now. I would have loved to see either Braun Strowman and or Alexa Bliss. It's funny because they used to be a mixed gender tag team, but I would have loved to see either one of them join the Y6 already, and it just hasn't happened yet. Like I already mentioned, how SmackDown Tag Division was better than the Raw. The Raw. The thing about Raw is they have a lot of tag teams. They just aren't using them right. Oh yeah, and they released Corley. That's not cool. Not cool. The thing about the Raw Tag Team division, like you have teams. You have War Raiders, Creed Brothers, Judgment Day, New Day, A-Town Down Under, I believe is still there, even though they're probably going to break up soon. Like they have all these tag teams. It's just they don't utilize them well whatsoever. Like Carlito also. The thing about Carlito is he was not needed within the WWE. Like unlike R-Truth, I don't think Carlito was ever going to do anything substantial other than like maybe put guys over. With this whole Ron Killings thing we got going on now and him being serious, I do miss the funny side of him a little bit, sure. Because he is very, like, he has all the memes, like, I don't even know if that's PG. Like, I do miss R-Truth. But I also love Ron Killings. And I love the new character that he's got going on right now with the bald hair and, like, the bald head, no hair. And all that stuff that he's doing right now. Like, he's going after John Cena, trying to beat the Hustle Loyalty and Respect out of him. I actually like that. Versus Carlito, I just don't, he was nothing more than a background character. He just played W225 on PS5 in the background, and that was really all he did. Same thing with also Valhalla, formerly known as Sarah Logan, who I heard also got released. I didn't really make any videos talking about it, but I'll mention it to you here. She just wasn't going to be used because the last time we saw her, they had the Viking Raiders gimmick, and she was kind of like their leader or like their follower, and I just don't see her fitting with the current War Raiders gimmick that they got going on, because it's two completely different things that they're doing. So even though she is, I believe she's married to one of the Vikingers. I think Eric, if I correct me if I'm wrong, right? I know she's with one of them in real life, but I just don't see her being with them on television because the Valhalla character wouldn't make sense right now, being with the War Raiders, because the War Raiders and the Vikingers are two completely different tag teams. Like, same guys, but different gimmicks and everything. Yeah, she's with Eric. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, so like, I just don't see her fitting with that group. And same thing with Carlito. Like, Carlito wasn't a good fit with the Judgment Day because I think the Judgment Day needed to be serious, and Carlito was bringing a comedic side to the Judgment Day that just didn't really need to be there. I loved him. I thought he was cool, but I just don't think he was necessarily needed. Versus R-Truth, he is more so a veteran. He's been like almost nearly a 20-year veteran now. I think like a little over 15 years. I think they said 17 years if I remember correctly. Um, like he's been doing for so long now, and nobody wants him to ever leave the WWE. Like he's just hard stuck in WWE forever because we love him so much. Same thing with the Miz, who I heard was having contractual issues with the WWE, but then apparently nothing was actually going on after all. I hope they don't release Miz either because Miz is a very valuable player in the WWE. Miz and R-Truth are two of those guys that they really need to hold on to while they still got them. Because even though they may be older now, they're veterans of the business. Like, they're kind of like the Dolph Ziggler's of the company, where they're just like, they've been there for so long at this point. They may not win any championships, sure, but I think you need some kind of veteran presence there in the locker room to help the younger stars out. Kind of like what Miz is doing right now with Carmelo Hayes. And with R-Truth not necessarily being there anymore, but Ron Killings more so, at least it's a new gimmick. It's something new that we haven't seen in like almost 15 years now. R-Truth hasn't been a heel in a long time. And it's not like he's necessarily a heel because he's still getting cheered by the audience and all that, but he's doing bad things. He's doing heelish things to heels like John Cena, for example. So like even though he's acting like a heel, he's still getting cheered. Um, it's pretty obvious when you watch television, like when you watch SmackDown, like the hashtag "We Want Truth" thing has never died. Even though we got truth, it's still "We want truth, we want truth." So you can tell the demands there for R-Truth when he's on television all the time. Like there's not a single R-Truth hater out there. Everybody loves R-Truth. And it was really cool, thinking back to R-Truth and The Miz too. I loved their moment that they had at WrestleMania 40 when they won the tag team championships in that ladder match. That was such a feel good moment. And even though it didn't last very long because Miz turned on Truth and all that, it was still such a feel good moment to have WrestleMania 40 because Miz and Truth were veterans of the business and they finally like reunited for the first time in a long time. And I really liked that moment because Miz and Truth, that's probably going to be the last championships they ever get, sadly, unless they win tag titles again. But that moment was really feel good because I've watched them for a while now. Ever since I started watching WWE in like 2015, 2016, they've always been on my screen. So I've gotten used to their characters. I've seen them every week pretty much. Like they've been there for such a long time. They've been there before I started watching. So that long. I also think about, I don't know if I'll ever upload it on YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. We'll see, maybe. But I'm also thinking about, I think he left. But what I was going to say is I'm thinking about possibly going back to some older years that I haven't watched on WWE television and going back to some of those years. So, like, going back to the Summer Punk from 2011 to 2013 that I missed when I was younger because I would have been like 3 or 4 years old at the time. So, I didn't get to see that. But I'm thinking about going back to those times in wrestling and watching what I didn't get to experience before, like, 2015. I'm going to stay in here for another minute in case anyone joins, but I think I'm probably getting ready to go. Real quickly, again here before I peace out and everything, just look at number 3 down. The first two don't matter. My special announcements for reaching 50 subscribers. I will now be doing gaming content when it comes to like WWE 2K25 videos that you all used to see me do, like my Universe Mode videos and my Rise videos and stuff like that. Those are all going to be on Twitch from now on. So follow me over there if you can at Top Gunner Gaming. And then also I would like to again shout out my public subscribers who I know are subscribed to me.
Captain Hunt, RJ Painter, my mom, my dad, Michelle Basilieri, if I pronounce that name right, Julian Rafati, Zane Gaming, and Julio24, along with, I know, LWW Figures, Leo Gendron, and along with some of my other friends who are subscribed, like JW Aviation, who's also in here. Well, not in here right now, but like he is subscribed to the channel, I know. So there's different guys like that that I know who support me, and I just want to give y'all a huge shout out, a huge thank you. But I'm going to wrap up the stream today, guys. That's it. I love y'all. Take care, and peace out.